Good morning, kids. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Cognax about how the biohybrids from Digimon Data Squad digivolved beyond their regular forms. So let's check it out and see what Con was able to create this time.
Data Squad's biohybrids. Super interesting type of Digivolution, almost reminiscent of the Spirit Evolution from the prior season, Digimon Frontier, and a while back I kinda worked out what their full evolution lines might be if they got them. But that's when Digi-Destined level channel member Unsaid Media came to me with an idea that I hadn't even considered. What if, in Digimon Data Squad, Marcus, Thomas, and the rest, the people who have Digimon partners, instead flip the script and biohybrid Digivolved?
Ooh, an interesting take. This is gonna be good.
What is up, digital companions? My name is Khan EX and welcome back to another video. Feels good to be talking about Data Squad. It's been a little while.
Always glad to be back.
Biohybrid humans Koki, Nanami, and Ivan, sort of side antagonists in Data Squad. Karata basically took their DNA and spliced it with Digimon, and then they could just become Digimon, which is insane. Each of them accessing initially a form based on an armored Digimon, Biostegomon, Biokotalmon, and Biothunderbirdmon.
The easiest way of telling easiest way of telling a Biomon from a regular Mon, these big ass capsule things on the back of the head just jammed right in. That's the way you can tell of a biohybrid. Just shunk. There you go.
Or later in the season accessing stronger forms, kind of based on those initial forms. Bio-Darkdramon, Bio-Spinomon, and Bio-Lotusmon. So we're carrying that philosophy through to the rest of the Digimon Data Squad characters who have Digimon partners. We're not just giving it to every single side character, giving each of them an initial bio form based on an armored Digimon, and then a mega level equivalent bio form too. And we begin with Marcus. And I'm also not restricting myself to a time.
I mean, that does make sense. He is, of course, the leader of the group. Well, no, he's not the leader of the group. He is the head of the group, even though he doesn't wear goggles.
Period with this video. This very clearly didn't or wouldn't have happened during Data Squad, so this hypothetical new scenario could be in a reboot, new movie, side video game, whatever. So very recent Digimon are fine. So Marcus is getting Bio Flamedramon. Flamedramon just makes the most sense to me.
Look, the edit, all he did was just jam the capsule into their head. Okay. Alright.
It's the 02 Courage Armor Digivolution, and it has an evolution sequence specifically homaging Agumon and its adventure evolutions. As one of the other very prominent Agumon partners, I think it makes a ton of sense that Flamedramon would be Marcus's bio form. So I'm going to do all the armor-based bios first, then loop back to everyone for their megas, because I've got a few little tricks and surprises for you. Thomas is partnered with a Gaomon, and I wanted to reflect that, but also I wanted the bio evolutions to reflect the character too. Eventually, I settled on Bio Kangaroomon for Thomas. It has the gloves of kindness, which match up very nicely to his partner Gaomon, and the Vmon body underneath even kind of looks like the same blue as Gaomon, but I think more importantly, kindness is a trait that Thomas needed at times, possibly learned to have throughout the season, and this being a Vmon armor, just like Marcus's Bio Flamedramon, creates that link between the two, because learning to get along is a big part of their characters in Data Squad. Yoshino was difficult. There's not a ton of particularly feminine, or anything that to me really spoke to Yoshino's slightly older sisterly role in the group. So I ultimately decided to give her Bio Kabukimon. Ties into Lalamon a little bit, but keeps up the pinks that I think are quite a prominent thing in Yoshino's design. Kabukimon is also a Sincerity Armor Digivolution. The Digi-Egg of Sincerity belonged to Yoli, and one of her big character traits was being a sister, so I think that is a bit appropriate. And a lot of Yoshino's childhood trauma comes from not being as good as her sister, specifically at performance. So I think a nice full circle moment would be to turn her into a Kabuki, which is a classical form of Japanese theatre, letting Yoshino really succeed and take center stage with this.
You know, at first when he showed off Kabukimon, I was thinking this has got to be a joke. No way this would be real. But after explaining it, it all fits. So it's not bad. Keenan
is gonna get Bio Owlmon. People always say that his Falcomon looks more like an owl than a falcon, even though I love it so much. And I think Owlmon's kind of sensor goggles would work well for Keenan's whole thing in the forest. I did consider also giving him a Sincerity Digivolution, maybe something like Frogmon. That definitely would be fine, tying a little bit more into his kind of ninja wild boy aesthetic, but I think Owlmon suits him better. And hey, before we carry on any further, I do want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Buyee.
And we're going to take a quick cut. And we're back.
Now let's move to some old-timers. Richard Sampson is partnered with Akudamon, which led me to think that maybe Bio Prairiemon might be a good evolution for him. However, like I say, I'm not just making these picks based on the Digimon partner, but the character's personality, looks, etc. Which is why I think that Bio Sagittariusmon might work really well for Richard Sampson too.
Oh,
definitely
definitely
fits his physique better and his kind of like darker sunglasses look. Sagittariusmon has also seen something of a leader or higher ranking version of Centaurmon, so that kind of again ties into Richard Sampson's role as the leader of the group. Homer Yashima, the partner of Kamemon. So again, just like Richard Sampson, I have two picks I really like here. The first is Bio Archelomon. It is a reliability armor tied into Homer's waterish partner, but also it's like super ancient, being based on a large sea turtle. The Archelon, an extinct turtle from the late Cretaceous period. However, a pick I do really like for Homer is Noheimon. Now, of course, we lose the water elements, but a Bio Noheimon could work really well. Technically, yes, the crow is the actual Digimon in Noheimon, but the physical similarities between Noheimon's Scarecrow and Homer with the hats, I think is just almost too funny to pass up on.
No, I see now. I see what he's going for.
I personally am picking Bio Noheimon, but Bio Archelomon or Bio Noheimon, tell me your favorites in the comments. The Chess Girls! Miki and Megumi. Both partnered with the Pawn Chessmon. Miki partnered with Pawn Chessmon Black, and Megumi partnered with Pawn Chessmon White. And their surnames, Kurosaki coming from Black, and Shirakawa coming from White, pose a lot of interesting thoughts to me. First of all, the main barrier we have, one we just have to kind of get rid of in this situation, is there are no armor Digimon based on chess pieces. So instead I want to find something that is kind of chess feeling, something that evokes chess maybe, I don't know. But more importantly, something that makes the girls feel like matching pairs in some way. Like how they both have a Pawn Chessmon partner. Which led me to giving Miki Bio Rhinomon and Megumi Bio Maildramon. They are both Miracles Armor Digivolutions, or Golden Armor Digivolutions to be less specific. Which I think works. Bio Rhinomon and Bio Maildramon I think would look great in Data Squad. And while yes, they may be Golden Armor Digivolutions, you might be thinking, oh, they're a little bit too OP. These don't have to be super OP, but also Bio forms were much stronger than equivalent to Champion. Many arguing that like Bio Kotalmon, Bio Stegomon were probably power level to around that of Ultimate. And Armor Digimon have a sliding scale of power anyway, so I think it's fine. Again, far from the best pick for either of them. My kind of logic was the Black Rhino. There's also the White Rhino, sure. And then Bio Maildramon just looked the most chess-like to me. Maildramon is often a Gatomon evolution, who's a prominently white Digimon. That's about all I had here, but I think it works nicely. Spencer Damon, the
It fits in a way.
Patriarch of the Damon clan, partnered with a Bancho Leomon and one of the most intriguing characters in all of Data Squad. Spoilers for Digimon Data Squad, I guess. The season is literally almost 20 years old. Spencer Damon.
Spoilers, just so you know.
His whole thing with Bancho Leomon, his possession by Yggdrasil, and his soul transferring into Bancho Leomon is a lot to go through. What I ended up settling on for his first stage bio form is Bio Barrow.
Hey, wait, technically with the human spirit entering a digital body, doesn't that technically create the first ever, well, no, I guess it wouldn't be the first ever, because of the whole Digimon bio merge in Tamils. Okay, never mind.
It's a demon man Digimon, which I think is kind of appropriate. It's humanoid, and the demon side kind of infers that possession by Yggdrasil. It's also said that Barramon is a survivor of the old generation of Digimon. Spencer Damon being literally an older generation of human partnered with a Digimon. It's also a Courage Armor Digivolution tying back to his son Marcus, having Bio Flamedramon, and also its costume kind of resembles the sort of stuff that Spencer would wear. And what the human form wears is actually something to consider, because if we look at Koki, his outfit is kind of similar to the patterning of Thunderbirdmon. Plus its beastly mask, based on the Barong, the King of Spirits of Bali, definitely I think evokes, or at least ties a little bit into, his Bancho Leomon too. And then the last Damon to be partnered with a Digimon, sorry Sarah, Christy Damon. Her partner is that giant Biomon, and I did always wonder what her future held. That little 5 years later we got showing her with Keenan did always make me wish that we got some kind of Data Squad 02. Christy being like the youngest Digidestined in the whole series does make her very loving and kind, compassionate to her partner, so I think Bio Halsamon would work great for her. Again, a little bit of a nod to 02 with her brother getting a Bio Flamedramon, and again, Christy having a Biomon, just like Sora had a Biomon. Just like Flamedramon, Halsamon has the Biomon evolution line from Adventure in its evolution sequence. And finally, for the armor segments, that absolute bastard Kurata, who obviously has his Gizmon, but also Balphamon in the series. Towards the end of Data Squad, Kurata actually merged with Balphamon, so I think it's very likely that he would do these biohybrid experiments on himself too in this scenario. I've decided to give him Bio Pippismon. Is it because I hate Pippismon and also hate Karata? Yes, but also because I think that bat-like, disturbing, stretched face look of Pippismon matches Karata very well, and the sort of blue bestial look does tie in a little bit into Belphamon, but also because I'm setting up his biohybrid Mega, and his is the first I will talk about, because I'm giving him Bio Belialvandamon or Bio Malomyotismon. In its reference book listing, Bio Malomyotismon is described as a Demon Lord Digimon said to be Vandamon's final form. Unlike Venom Vandamon, which lost its intelligence by seeking too much power and was like a beast, it succeeded in surpassing Venom Vandamon by harmonizing its intelligence alongside all its other aspects. It possesses an inhumanly cruel personality and is willing to do anything to achieve its own desires. If that doesn't speak Karata to you, I don't know what does, and I shall
That was pretty much Karata the Digimon, so yeah.
Elaborate further. So Miki and Megumi. Miki got Bio Rhinomon and Megumi got Bio Maildramon. Well, we're going to tie much more into their black and white nature by giving Miki Bio Bielstarmon. It's a really good Mega level Digimon and can often come from Lady Devimon, and I really wanted to make that little bit of a connection of Lady Devimon and Anjouamon with these two girls, them representing black and white like I said. So Megumi is going to get Bio Lovely Angemon. I think Ophanimon would work well too here, but I think Lovely Angemon suits Megumi's personality a lot more, and maybe they could achieve some kind of ultra level Mastemon form together. For Yoshino, I'm going to give her Bio Refleximon. Not so much on a personality level, though I think it would be fine. I think it's fun that Yoshino normally has a Rosemon partner Mega, and Nanami becomes Bio Lotusmon. So we get Rosemon and Lotusmon in this season. I figured if Yoshino were to Bio Evolve to Mega, she'd just go one step beyond, just get extra on everyone, and become Bio Refleximon. Refleximon normally being a Chogress of Rosemon and Lotusmon, although it can definitely exist as a Mega in its own right. Plus, it's kind of a queen, and, you know, so is Yoshino. Keenan I struggled with. Honestly, Bio Ravemon might be the perfect Mega for him. I did also consider Bio Tactimon, tying into, again, his kind of ninja vibes, but I think a little bit too warlordy and evil. Bio Butenmon would be great. Don't call it a comeback. But it's a perfect / ultimate level, unfortunately. And I think Bio Chronomon Holy Mode would be a little bit too far. So I've ultimately settled on Bio Valdemon. From this point on, there will be spoilers for evolutions in Digimon Survive. If you want to click away now, you can. There's obviously a Falcomon also in Digimon Survive, partnered with Minoru, and its main Mega level is Valdemon. Survive homages Adventure, so Data Squad homaging Survive and Adventure feels pretty cool to me. And I think a Bio Valdemon would work very well for Keenan.
Not bad at
and
all.
That brings us to Thomas. And I have given him Bio Marukimon, or Bio Mercurymon. It's a Digimon god of ingenuity who boasts of being the fastest in the digital world. It's
and it's a member of the Olympus 12. Okay, not bad.
Moves with such exceptional speed that it cannot be seen with the naked eye. So it is said that all images of Mercurymon in records and documents are but after images. This of course ties into the speed of Thomas's partner Mac Gaugamon, but also the ingenuity and intelligence of Thomas himself. Mercurial can describe someone who is changeable, but also someone who is clever, lively, and quick, which fits the hyper-intelligent Thomas to me. Marukimon is also a prominent and key character in Data Squad, so I think it'd be nice to reference that a little bit, even if its story arc isn't explicitly tied to Thomas himself. However, I do also see a ton of merit in Bio Marsmon. Funny how Thomas would kind of get an Olympus 12 member no matter which way you slice it for me. So you may have noticed there that I skipped over a few people when we did the Bio Megas, and that is for a reason, because your boys had a little trick up his sleeve. This all began when I was thinking of the Bio Mega for Spencer Damon. I was thinking maybe Heavy Leomon. Could I just give him Bio Bancho Leomon? And then an idea struck me. What about Bio Bihumon? The armors and the sovereigns...
Wait, are you gonna make the Spencer family, or at least the final members, those actually have crap, I forget what these guys are called.
Are integrally linked, so I thought it would be fun to have Sovereigns here anyway. But Bio Bihumon, being kind of cat-like, does somewhat tie into his Leomon partner. It's also just an interesting idea to have as a Bio hybrid, and while yes, this does take more inspiration from his partner, I think that's okay for these Megas, because it makes everything else slot into place. I would then give Christy Bio Zuchaomon. Prominent, flaming, bird Mega Digimon, and a Sovereign, Meaning
That's two.
now that not just the Digimon partner side of things, but the character relation side of things starts slotting together. Christy getting a sovereign to match her father. Bio Baihumon, Bio Zuchaomon. But it doesn't end there. Spencer Damon sent Kudamon and Kamemon to the real world, where they became partners with Richard Sampson and Homi Yashima, which is why Richard Sampson's Biomerge Mega will be Bio Azulongmon. Ties in again to...
Okay, so not the Spencer family, but two members of the Spencer family and a man's close friends. Yeah, okay.
The relationship with Spencer Damon, and also Azulongmon definitely could be a fantastic Kudamon Mega, right? Azulongmon also very much assumes the role of the leader of the Sovereigns, totally makes sense for Richard Sampson, and yes, likewise, Homi Yoshima will become Bio Ibonwumon, the old turtle. Fantastic match for Homer, his partner Kamemon. Turtles live for ages, that's why one of my considerations was Bio Archelomon, because it's an old ancient turtle. This old man getting Ibonwumon fits great. And that leaves Marcus, and I'm sure most of you have put the pieces together now. Marcus will get Bio Fanglongmon. We keep up that thematic tie-in to Digimon Survive and Digimon Adventure. Fanglongmon being a little bit different, but still part of the Sovereigns in many ways, again connecting to his family and the people he knows, but also that interesting connection between him and his father. And very notably, outside of Digimon Data Squad, Fanglongmon in Digimon Survive now has Fanglongmon Ruin Mode, just like Shine Greymon gets Ruin Mode. And admittedly, a lot of the other Digimon Data Squad partners do too. And with Koki getting the Bio Darkdramon, this huge dragon mega, it felt appropriate for me that Marcus's Bio Evolution at mega level should still be a dragon of some kind, and why not the big golden sovereign? So there you go, that is my picks, my ideas for the Bio Evolutions that the main Digimon Data Squad characters might get if they could Biohybrid Digivolve. Thank you to Unsaid Media for this idea, it was a ton of fun to explore, and thank you to my Sovereigns, It's Elementary, ZDK14 and Jmon. Sovereigns in this video, Sovereign support in the video,
hey, look at that.
As well as the rest of my Digidestin, my Tamers and my Khan Club, and everyone else who watches and supports this channel. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time when we go digital.
Peace
Bye-bye.
out. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link will be in the description below, and I'll see all you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.